communities to be ready and involved. And today, June 19, we also commemorate the 164th birth anniversary of Dr. Jose Rizal, our national hero, a scientist, educator, and civic reformer. His connection to Zamboanga del Norte runs deep. As many of us know, Rizal spent 4 years of exile in nearby Dapitan. While he was there, he made wise use of his time. He built a school, treated patients, mapped coastlines, conducted scientific research, and helped improve sanitation and public health. Rizal's legacy in Dapitan reminds us that even in the farthest corners of the country, public service and scientific work can flourish and, at the same time, change lives. The same spirit lives on in all of our efforts today when we invest in preparedness, empower communities, and use science in the service of the people. So this is what makes today's nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill so important. This is not just a routine activity, it is a reminder. Every time nga mo appeal ta sa earthquake drill, we get better, and it brings us closer to becoming a community that is resilient. Sa pag-appeal nato niining earthquake drill, atong gipasid ilang pinaagi sa pulong, kung dili pinaagi sa buhat. Sama ni Rizal, gamito nato ang siyensya alang sa katawhan, tabangan nato ang matag komunidad, ug atong siguruhon nga walay mabiyaan. Let us carry forward what we learned today and continue working together to ensure that with the next earthquake strikes, we are ready not only to respond, but ready to recover and rebuild. Daghang salamat ug mabuhi tag tanan.
Daghang salamat, Dr. Toto. At ngayon naman po, sa usapin ng DRRM, ang Disaster Preparedness Pillar sa anumang level ng DRRM Councils ay pinamumunuan ng Department of Interior and Local Government Director Carmelo Enrique B. Libot.
Good morning po to Honorable Daryl Dexter Uy, the City Mayor of Dipolog City and Governor-elect for Zamboanga del Norte, to Yusek Ariel Nepomuceno and other officials of the Office of the Civil Defense, to Asik Irene Dumlao of the DSWD, to Director Teresito Bacolcol of the PBOX, and all of us here, may buntag. For today, allow me to read the message of our Secretary, Juanito Bertor Remolla. This morning's National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill is a reminder that preparedness is not just a formal responsibility. Earthquakes do not follow schedules. They come without warning. And when they do, it is the readiness of every community, every institution, and every individual that will make a difference. Just weeks ago, a magnitude 4.6 earthquake hit Quezon Province, felt across Calabarzon, and even in Metro Manila. And earlier this year, Zamboanga del Norte experienced a magnitude of 5.4 tremor that reached as far as Dipolog City. These are not isolated incidents. They are part of the reality we live in. Our country lies in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Every year, we experience dozens of significant quakes. What makes them dangerous is not just the strength, but their silence. There is no siren, no countdown, only impact. We have all heard about the West Valley Fault and the possibility of a magnitude 7.2 earthquake known as the Big One. According to the Metro Manila Earthquake Impact Reduction Study, it could result in over 400,000 fatalities and thousands more injured. But this is not meant to create fear. It is meant to push us to act. Because the time to prepare is not tomorrow, it is now. The Department of the Interior and Local Government, as Vice Chair for Disaster Preparedness, continues to work closely with the local government units through programs like Operation Listo, With the HANDA project in collaboration with DOST, we are integrating RES-informed planning at the local levels. We are also enhancing the seal of good local governance to give greater weight to disaster resilience. And through Emergency 911, help is just a call away in times of crisis. But while government plays its part, true preparedness begins with the people. It's the parent who teaches earthquake drills at home, the teacher who reinforces them in class, the neighbor who checks on others when the ground shakes. Every small action builds a culture of readiness. Let us treat today's drill as more than a requirement. Let it be a sign that we are choosing to be ready, that we value life, that we care for each other. We have overcome many challenges as a nation, and each time we rise stronger. Because in every Filipino is a spirit that does not break. Tayo ay Pilipino, may malasakit, may tapang, may disiplina. Sama-sama tayong maghanda para sa isang ligtas, matatag at maunlad na bagong Pilipinas.
DILG. Po naman tayo sa disaster response pillar ng NDRRMC na pinamumunuan ng Department of Social Welfare and Development at para ibigay ang message of support ng DSWD from the Disaster Response Management Group, we have Assistant Secretary Irene B. Dumlao.
Honorable Mayor Daryl Dexter Uy and Governor-elect, Office of Director of the NDRRMC, Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno, other officials of the Office of Civil Defense, Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology Director Teresito Bacolcol, Department of the Interior and Local Government Assistant Regional Director Carmelo Enrique Libot, representatives from regional line agencies, other distinguished guests, fellow public servants, ladies and gentlemen, maayong buntag and Development Secretary Rex Gatchalian, and the Undersecretary of the Disaster Response Management Group, Yusek Diana Cahipe. I am deeply honored to join you in the second quarter nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill, or the NSED. As a country highly prone to natural calamities and disasters, building a culture of preparedness among our citizens is an important national initiative. The NSED serves as one of the government's key strategies to enhance the public's disaster readiness. It is more than just a drill. It is a national campaign that calls on every Filipino to participate actively in ensuring a safety, resilient, and ready country in the face of natural calamities. It also engages not only public and private institutions, but also essential sectors of the society, including women, youth, students, and even the elderly. As the Vice Chair for Disaster Response under the NDRMC, the DSWD remains committed to strengthening public awareness and preparedness for various hazards, especially the potentially devastating impact of earthquakes and tsunamis on our communities. The DSWD actively contributes to increasing public knowledge on disaster preparedness by regularly sharing information and educational materials through our official website and official social media platforms, helping to guide our families and communities, particularly the poor, the vulnerable, and the marginalized, on how to prepare and respond before, during, and after disasters. Beyond information dissemination, the DSWD also conducts trainings and capacity building activities in partnership with local government units, private sector, international non-government organizations, and civil society organizations. These collaborative efforts aim to enhance the disaster resilience of communities, especially those most vulnerable. In preparation for large-scale emergencies, including the anticipated, the big one, we continue to implement the Buong Bansa Handa program to reinforce our logistical capabilities by prepositioning essential food and non-food relief supplies in key strategic locations nationwide. This ensures that immediate assistance can be delivered swiftly and efficiently to potentially affected areas. As we take part in today's nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill, we urge everyone to fully engage and take this opportunity seriously. Let us all practice duck, cover, and hold, not just as a routine, but as a vital life-saving act. Through our collective action, we help strengthen the country's overall disaster preparedness. Rest assured that the DSWD will continue to follow the President's directive in ensuring the safety and security of all Filipinos who are often affected by disasters and calamities. This will be our guiding compass in building a matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na bagong Pilipinas. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan.
Thank you very much, ASEC Irene, and thank you also to Yusek Dayan and Secretary Gatchalian for that message of support from DSWD. At para po magbigay ng mahalagang mensahe sa kahalagahan ng paghahanda ng buong sambayanang Pilipino mula sa pamunuan ng Office of Civil Defense at National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, ang ating Civil Defense Administrator and Executive Director of the NDRIMC, mga kababayan, Undersecretary Ariel F. Nepomuceno.
Thank you. Maayong buntag sa inyong tanan. Good morning. Tama ba yung sinabi ko? Tama ba? I know inisa-isa na natin kanina yung pangalan, but I'll take advantage of this chance kasi may oras pa naman. Isa-isahin ko ulit yung ating mga pangunahing bisita dahil bihira yung pagkakataon na mabati ko sila at mapasalamatan dahil sa mga ganitong pagkakataon, mahalaga nagkakakilala tayo talaga. Unang-una, of course, si Mayor Daryl Dexter Uy, incoming governor. Salamat po, Gov, for allowing us to hold our NSED dito sa Dipolog City. First time ko napunta rito. Ako kasi maganda yung inyong syudad. Kaya lang nalungkot ako dahil naghanap kami ng durian. Walang durian ngayon. So, pangalawa, of course, si Director Teresito Bacolcol of PBOLS. Good morning, Doc. And I'm surprised na taga rito ko pala, no? Dati si Doc, medyo medyo year. May fans club yan eh. It was attended by the President, di ba? Director Carmelo Libot of DILG. Kaibigan namin si Sec John Vic, si Asec Charlie Sec John Vic. Bata pa kami ngayon, pero mas bata kami noon. Pinupuntahan namin yan sa Cavite. No. And I would also like to greet Colonel Eddie Pilapil of the Philippine Army. Thank you. And the Tactical Operations Group Commander of the Philippine Air Force, Colonel Sharon Montaliana. Good morning, ma'am. Light Colonel Benjamin Carag of the Philippine Navy, ba? Okay. May mista kaming Carag. May Carag tayo, Bok, ba? Baka anak na. And Superintendent Jerry Candido of Region 9, DSC. Nandyan ba? Efren Andusar, the head of the League of Eldrim Oz, Regional President. Thank you po. Nandito kayo. And the Provincial Director of Zamboanga del Norte, PNP Colonel Reinier Diaz. Good morning. Good morning. Gusto ko rin batiin, siyempre, yung mga taga-Office of Civil Defense. Salamat sa pag-organize. Headed by, of course, Director Butch Agnir and Juni and the team. Kasama sila Mina of PEMO. At babatiin ko yung aming, yung aking Assistant Secretary na Chief of Staff. Kaya kita nyo, wala akong stress, wala akong problema sa pera. Bilyonaryo Chief of... Gob, pagkukuha ko kayo ng Chief of Staff, kailangan bilyonaryo. Wala kayong problema. Si Assistant Secretary, lalaki po yung Joy, ha? Assistant Secretary Joy, Jikerin, Kasipit. Tignan nyo naman. Alam nyo, Gob, napaka-importante nitong NSED. Ako, totoo, nagpapayat ako dahil magtatak-in Pero siya, nagpakulot. Tignan straight yung buhok niyan nagpakulot yan. Ganun ka-importante ito okasyon na to. And the Assistant Secretary for International Engagements, ibig sabihin, ang mission niya, dahil hindi tayo napakayamang bansa, ang mission niya ay kumuha ng grants libre international and local agencies to the total of 17 trillion na. So to bring in support, assistance, equipments, technology Meron tayong Assistant Secretary, ang mission niya, makakuha tayo ng tulong na libre. Assistant Secretary Carlos Batan. Dati maputing-maputi yan, kaya lang sa utos ko medyo moreno na. And the head of our operations, Assistant Secretary, Retired General, Lieutenant Limate, Assistant Secretary for Plans, also a retired Lieutenant General. Good morning. And most senior in our team, mas senior pa sa akin, is the head of our Administration and Finance, Assistant Secretary Rafi Alejandro. Veterano yan kasi 10 years yan sa Bicol, di ba? Bicol ang pinakasuki ng mga kalamidad sa atin eh. And of course, our guest, Regional Director, retired, Lieutenant General ka rin, di ba? Brigadier General, o pareho lang yun. General Mina. And I'm happy to see the former Regional Director of our region here, Region 12, Mon Ochotorena, all stations, para may dahilan siya lumabas ng bahay. Mahirap yung fully retired. And si Dr. Yung boss, napakasipag. She's extended, Head ng, Western Mindanao State University. No? Good morning to everyone, our colleagues in government, our guests. Paliwanag ko na muna, meron akong gustong itok. So wala akong nasasabi, nag-hi, hello lang. Ngayon may pagkakataon ako magpaliwanag. Total, 9 o'clock pa tayo mag-press, di ba? So may tatlo akong gustong sabihin sa inyo. Dati 50 yun eh, kaya lang 3 na lang, no? But before that, linawin ko na muna, bakit ba natin inilabas from Metro Manila, gumagawa tayo ng National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill sa labas. Kaya nga nagpapasalamat tayo sa siyudad ng Dipolog, pinayagan tayo rito, dahil importante na masanay natin ang ating mga kababayan dito sa posibilidad na magkaroon tayo ng malalaking lindol. Dahil hindi lang po yan sa Metro Manila pwedeng mangyari. Ang isa sa mga natutunan ko kay Director Bacolcol when we were studying all these things in Japan, meron tayong 17 active trenches. Tama, no? 16. 6. Ano ba yung 17? Sorry. Yun yung river basins. Okay. So meron tayong active 6 trenches plus 74 known fault systems. 174 fault systems. Ayun. Alam niyo siya matalino, no? 6 active trenches nationwide and 174 known fault systems. And it can be more. Yun lang yung known. Yun lang yung alam natin. Ibig sabihin yan, sa buong bansa, meron tayong peligro na magkaroon ng malalaking lindol. Therefore, we have to create the awareness nationwide, hindi lang sa Metro Manila. After all, nakita naman natin sa mga balita for the last few years, nangyari na yung malalakas na lindol, Abra sa norte, sa Bohol, dito sa Visayas, and then Suki na rin ang Davao region, and sometime back ang Cotabato area, and then dito mismo, when the Sulu Trench moved, narinig ko dun sa Visayan dialect kanina, parang 1897, di ba? So hindi ligtas ang buong Pilipinas, kaya kailangan tayo maganda. This is the reason why we are bringing the earthquake drill outside Metro Manila. Kaya nandito tayo ngayon. Ngayon, ano ba dapat natin gawin when we say we have to be prepared? 3 bagay yung dapat nating ipag-usapan. Unang-una, kayo, request? Hindi ko naman kayo pwedeng utusan. Request ito. Kayo, bilang ate, kuya, bilang kaibigan, bilang kapitbahay, dapat kayo mismo, alam niyo ano yung dapat gawin. We'll go to that. Hindi lang po duck, cover, and hold. Pag-uusapan natin yun. Kayo mismo. Kasi I found out doon sa aming pag-ikot-ikot sa buong Pilipinas, even among us, who are supposed to be the experts on what to do during and immediately after earthquakes, nalilito pa. So of course, the time is not enough today. I-research nyo pa, puntahan nyo yung aming website, puntahan nyo rin yung website ng PBOLS, kayo mismo mag-aral pa. Sagutin natin, para sa halimbawa lang, ano ba yung duct cover and hold? Yan, huwag natin biruin. Ang purpose niyan, ang objective niyan, huwag kayong matumba. At huwag kayo, medyo matatanaw nyo, nasa kisame nyo, huwag kayong mabagsakan. Upang magkaroon kayo ng pagkakataon, maglakad ng mabilis after ang earthquake, ang malalakas. Usually less than 1 minute yan, usually. Pero may tumatagal, 3 to 7 minutes. Pag tumigil, kailangan lumabas kayo sa open space. Mapalad tayo dito sa probinsya dahil marami kayong open spaces. Yan yung tinuturo natin sa mga estudyante. Subalit, marami pa tayong dapat gawin bukod sa duct cover and hold. Aralin ninyo bakit ba kailangan ng go bag o yung parang knapsack. Ano ba dapat laman yon? Baka naman laman nun, mga pampaganda. Di ba? Yung mga, hindi yun, ano? So alamin niyo ano ba dapat laman nun? Medical kits, the first few things that you need within 3 days. No? Hindi pwedeng mga beauty kits ang laman nun. And then, halimbawa, nasa Maynila, another reason why we are bringing out the drills outside Metro Manila, kasi, halimbawa, kayo, nagpunta rin kayo ng Maynila, alam nyo rin ang gagawin ninyo. Di ba? Halimbawa, nasa Skyway kayo, nagda-drive kayo, ano ba dapat gawin? Tatakbo ba kayo? Titigil ba kayo? Di ba? Supposed to be, habang nagda-drive kayo sa Skyway, dahan-dahan yung ititigil ang sasakyan ninyo, handbrake, then press the hazard, yung button, then wait it out, lalakad kayo. Pagkatapos, paano kung nasa NLEX kayo, nasa SLEX kayo, di ba? Ang dami nyo dapat matutunan. Ano rin yung dapat nyo gawin? Nasa first floor kayo, what if dinalaw nyo anak nyo, yung mga anak nyo nagtatrabaho sa Ortigas, nasa 10th floor, nasa 20th floor. Ano ba dapat gawin? So these are the specific skills that we have to know bukod sa duct cover and hold. At kayo mismo, again, bilang mga magulang, kapatid, etc., alamin ninyo to. Kayo mismo maging expert upang kayo mismo makaligtas at mailigtas nyo rin yung mahal nyo sa buhay at inyong kapitbahay kung kinakailangan. Learn. Try to research. We don't have the time to discuss everything now, but there are 100 things to do during and immediately after big earthquakes. Aralin ninyo. Hindi lang duct cover and hold. Pangalawa, gusto ko rin magbilin sa inyo, again, hindi ko kayo pwedeng utusan bilang mga miyembro ng pamahalaan, lalong-lalo na yung ating mga kasamaan sa local government units, marami tayong dapat gawin. Halimbawa, dito sa Dipolog, hindi ko pa ho naikot, mapalad tayo, yung inyong mayor, governor na, magiging provincial-wide yung efforts. Yung mga city disaster officers natin, make sure that we have already identified the tsunami-prone areas, the storm surge-prone areas, landslide-prone areas. Marami na tayong impormasyon dyan. Binigay na yan sa atin ng PBOLS. Binigay na yan sa atin ng DNR. Gamitin po ninyo. And then, lagyan natin ng mga signages. Saan dapat ba pupunta yung mga tao natin? Di ba? Alam nila, may lindol. Saan sila tatakbo? Yun yung gagawin yung drills. Kahit wala na kami rito, kayo-kayo na lang, diretso nyo lang ho yung practice. Don't wait for the national simultaneous earthquake drill. Do it on your own. Nandito lang kami para magpaalala. But do it on your own. Please make sure that 100% of the 20% na sinasabi ni Director Bacolcol of the potentially would be affected by big earthquakes, yung delikado sila, dapat alam nila. Dapat yung mga barangay na yun, alam nila. At anong gagawin nila? Saan sila tatakbo? Inform ang private sector with the private sector. Halimbawa, yung mga struktura dito sa bayan, yan ba ay na-evaluate na, yung tinatawag na structural integrity evaluation? Kaya ba niya ng lindol? According to Director Bacolcol, pwedeng 8.0 magnitude itong building na to. So you can tie up with the Civil Structural Engineers Association dito sa Dipolog, libre, pa-evaluate ninyo. Then tie up with all other agencies. Hindi ko na isa-isahin yun. Yung mga Rotary clubs, medical clubs, yung may mga makinarya, heavy equipments, PPP, Private-Public Partnership. Again, kayo mismo maging expert. Pangalawa, yung ating mga kasama sa LGUs, make sure that signages and drills. Dire-diretso nyo po yung drills. Huwag niyong hintayin ang national government to do this for you. Mas maganda kayo mismo kung if you can do that quarterly on your own. Ang dock cover and hold ay isa lamang yan sa ating kailangan matutunan, subalit marami tayong dapat gawin, including engineering solutions. So yun po, this is the reason why we have brought the NCED outside Metro Manila. Meron pa akong 30 minutes, pero hindi ko nagagamitin yon. Again, nagpapasalamat kami sa pamahalaan ng Dipolog City and Dipolog Province, kina Mayor and incoming Governor Uy, at sa inyong lahat, maraming salamat sa inyong oras at patuloy na dedikasyon upang iligtas ang ating mga kababayan. Mga kasamahan, wala tayong magagawa, pagtiyagaan natin yung ating misyon. Hindi tayo pwedeng mapagod. Ito ang ating sinumpaan tungkulin. Gagawin natin to araw-araw, tuwing hanggat kaya natin, tulungan natin yung sarili natin, tulungan natin yung ating mga kapitbahay, yung ating mga mahal sa buhay. Ang misyon natin ay iligtas ang ating mga kababayan. Magkakasama po tayo dyan at kabilin-bilinan ng ating Pangulo, ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, tuloy-tuloy dapat ang ating pagtulong sa ating mga kababayan. Kaya't salamat sa inyong serbisyo, salamat sa inyong dedikasyon, especially our uniformed personnel, sa ating mga local Dream Os, sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat at magandang araw po. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CDA, sir, for that guidance and for your leadership. And now let us hear the video message of the chairperson of the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, our Secretary of National Defense, Attorney Gilberto C. Chidoro Jr.
Sa ating pong mga kababayan, sa ating pong second quarter sa simultaneous earthquake drill, naanyayahan po natin na makilahok po tayo dito. Hindi po nakalipas isang linggo na nakaranas tayo ng medyo malakas na lindol sa bandang Quezon at mga lindol sa iba't ibang mga lugar ng ating bansa. Bagamat pinagpala tayo na walang namatay, walang nasawi, walang danyos, huwag po tayong umasa na hindi mangyayari. Asahan po natin na ang lindol ay mangyayari. Kaya maging alerto po tayo kung anong gagawin natin sa lindol, kung saan po tayo magse-safety, at sundin po natin ang payo ng mga designated na safety officers natin sa Lindol. So, sana po itong mga national earthquake drills ay magtanim ng condition responses or automatic responses sa ating mga kababayan at ang mga may kapangyarihan na mag-supervise ng mga tao sa kanilang lugar sa Lindol. Dito po dapat mag-accounting tayo dahil umaasa ang taong bayan sa inyong direksyon. Kaya po, kung may nasawi, may nasaktan, dapat iwasan po natin. Dahil nasa sa responsibilidad po ng mga safety officer na mag-direct kung anong aksyon ang gagawin kung saan pupunta. So, this is an important reminder sa ating mga designated na safety officers, lalo na sa mga gusali na matataas na please, this earthquake drill is not only for of how quick the designated safety officers can react and put our people to safety. That is a responsibility which no one can take lightly. Salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, SND Sir, for that message of reminder. At sa loob na lamang po ng 16 na minuto, isasagawa natin ang ceremonial pressing of the button. At dito naman sa Dipolog City, isang full exercise ang isasagawa ng pinagsanib na puwersa ng Regional DRRM Council, LGUs at mga komunidad. At para ibigay sa atin ang second quarter NSED exercise overview, we have the officer in charge of OCD Region 9 and the chairperson of the Zamboanga Peninsula Regional DRRMC, Attorney Ruel S. Halanes.
Muli, isang mapagpala at ligtas na umaga po sa lahat. To our host LGU, the Honorable Governor-elect, Honorable Mayor Darrell Daxter Uy, sa amin pong principals, sa aming punong abala, Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno, 10 po ng aming Assistant Secretary, sa inyo po, mga men in uniforms, local DRM officers, partner stakeholders, even academe. Isang pagpupugay at harinawa po, matunghayan natin ang isang maganda at the same time magbibigay sa atin ng isang ligtas na kaalaman. Muli, ang ating pong simulation ay nakaschedule po today. Of N number 27, 2025. To be exact, ito po ay isang full-scale exercise at ito po ay ginanap kahapon pa lang po. Nag-start na po tayo at ito po ay dinaluhan ng ating mga iba't ibang ahensya. Hindi lang ho ito government, nandito ho ating mga civil society organization, academe, men in uniforms, and the rest of the community itself for this simultaneous earthquake drill. Kung inyong titingnan po, late and even land relay, bagkus para po sa kaalaman nating lahat. Now, the general objective of this NSED aims to evaluate the preparedness and the response capabilities of the RDMC and Region 9 and the local DRM councils and their effectiveness in responding to a simulated earthquake event. Now, ito po ang mahalaga. The scenario is very basic. Nagkaroon po ng isang malakas na magnitude 8.0 earthquake in Zamboanga Peninsula due to the movement of the Sulu Trench. As explained, yan po yung prominenteng earthquake generator natin dito sa Zamboanga del Norte. It struck Zamboanga Peninsula on this day, as speculated, at around intensity 8, causing devastation in Dipolog City, causing buildings to collapse. Liquefaction led to the tilting and sinking of structures. Ground subsidence resulted in significant ground displacement. Multiple fire incidents erupted in populated areas and various buildings. Muli, eto po yung ating senaryo. Nagkaroon tayo ng magnitude 8.0 na lindol and meron pong kaakibat na intensity 8 na pagyanig. Kaya tunghayan po natin, as shown, marami po tayong exercise sites, hindi lang po dito, bagkus meron tayo sa may areas ng Pantalan, sa mga community, and within the immediate vicinity. With that, I enjoy everyone. Let us buckle our seats. And again, thank you so much and magandang umaga po sa lahat.
Achieve the exercise objectives. And to ensure the safe conduct of our exercise, all exercise information will be labeled for exercise only. In addition to their functions, exercise controllers will also serve as safety officers, as such any unsafe execution of exercise action controllers will put the exercise on hold at any time. Now, in the event that actual emergencies or unsafe acts of players, notify immediately the controllers in your areas. Now, in case of real emergencies, if in case emergency happens, managing the real emergency shall be prioritized over the execution of the exercise. Now, as for the exercise evaluation, discussions and proceedings conducted by the players will be documented, whether written, audio, and video, as part of the performance. Exactly, we can stay while waiting for the 9 o'clock.